Hey, and welcome guys to another video on my channel. I haven't uploaded videos in so long, like 2 months or some shit. Had some private personal things going on in the background, and since everything is fixed, I'm gonna make more videos again. It's gonna be like every 2 days again, and in between some shorts if I find the time. And that's basically it. Just before the video starts, if you like my content, consider subscribing, hitting the bell for notifications, like the video if you like it, dislike if you don't like it, and put in the comments why. But yeah, that's basically it. Let's start with the video, right? So yeah, in today's video we're gonna be talking about something new, like a new concept. I asked people on Reddit some shit and they answered, so we're gonna be looking at the question, what kind of changes people would want inside of the game? And people answered, so we're gonna look at the answers, rate them, look at them in detail, and that's gonna be like 4 or 5 points today. And if you like this concept, I might do another video of this question, or I'll come out with something new on Reddit and then we'll talk about that instead. Alright, so the first point is gonna be a topic that is gonna be explainable. If you just look at the background, you can see the glam dresser and the armoire. I don't know, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. So yeah, so you see these things and you might think to yourself, oh, this guy's gonna talk again about fucking glam dresser, ooh. No, I'm not gonna talk about that only. I'm gonna bring up the Reddit post actually to begin with. Give me 1 sec. There it is. Some guy called Wyleria commented on the Reddit post, make a transmog / glamour system like an ESO where you can bind all items in a database and then reconstruct the items set in a special place. Yeah, that's basically what he said. So to talk about that, I didn't come up with ESO because I didn't play that game. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly because it could be also ESO or some shit. I'm gonna compare Ffxiv's system to the system in WoW, which is gonna include all the collection of the collection tab, meaning mounts, pets, minions, glams, transmog, you know, things like that. So yeah, how do you find out where to get the mounts and the glams and the minions in this game? Well, you ask people, or you look in Google, or you just get it randomly, right? In WoW, it's different, obviously. I don't know if every one of you played WoW, so I'm going to just explain it again while showing it on the right side of the screen. In WoW, you have like a collection tab. You can check out everything in there. You can just, you know, scroll through it, see where things are from. If you want to build a transmog set, you just build one, like pre-built, try it on. If you like it, you just can see where you can get each item from, right? Whereas in FF, like I said, it's impossible to do so. Something else that I wanted to mention, in FF you just have to, like, you know, click on this, use a glamour prism, and then you store it, and then you can add glamour plates to, you know, make your actual transmogs or your glams. Whereas in WoW, you just, you know, you try something on, like an item that dropped, you get it, you try it on, or like you just put it on, and then you have it stored in your transmog system. You can just build sets with it. Now you don't need the item anymore, you can just throw it away. And FF, something really annoying about this is your item, like your inventory in the beginning when you're like newer, is gonna be full of shit. Everything is gonna be full. Most people use weapons not in glam sets, but they also like carry them around with them, so you can just, you know, walk around, change your weapon glam in FF whenever you want. But that's gonna fuck your inventory even more. And WoW, it's not that easy as well with the weapons, but at least I'm gonna give them that. You can get a mount where you can, you know, edit your transmog wherever the fuck you want, and then you can just do that. If FF did that, at least for glam plates, then that would be a big fix. Because you don't have to run to the inn, always put your shit in and then run back out. You could just do it like while walking around, basically. So then it would only be the collections tab that could be fixed, where you can, like, you know, see the information, where you can get everything from. That would be a big good change, and that would also encourage way more people to collect things, because they can see actually what is out there to collect, where to get it from, and everything like that, without using mods or spending a million years on like searching things online. But yeah, that's basically the first point. Let's jump right to the second point, which is not gonna be here. Alright, we're at our second location and it's fucking raining and there's thunder as well in here. Like, basically, I've never seen this place like this before. Can this guy fuck things? So in this place, obviously everybody knows that this is the PvP area. Wolves Limpier. Don't look at my hotbars. I don't play as Sage in PvP, so I haven't fixed that yet. Yeah, basically people might think now, obviously, that since I'm here, he's gonna complain about the PvP system or some shit. No, I'm not. I'm gonna talk about something else. I'm gonna pull up the Reddit post. Okay, let me just put it up. Alright, so this guy called Popinda Caps, he mentioned add better rewards to rank PvP, not the top 100, so that people actually play it. And that I actually agree with, and I'm gonna change it a little bit again. He mentioned only like rank rewards, which is gonna be like, I guess, just like changes where you can get better like more tombstones and shit like that, so it's actually worth it to do in comparison to roulettes, right? But for me, the more important part about this is literally just the XP gain. Right now, it's not really worth it to do crystalline conflict or like the other shit that is out there sometimes. To get XP, the only thing to do that is worth it to level your shit is frontline. But I feel like if they change PvP to a point where you will get like pretty much, let's say a dungeon in this game goes for like 10 minutes or like 8 minutes, and then 2 crystalline conflicts takes about like the same amount of time. 2 games of crystalline conflict, then I'd say 2 games of this crystalline conflict game mode should also have the same XP gain as if you did a dungeon. Now, this might be bad for people learning their jobs, because you're playing something different when you play PvP, and if you spam dungeons, you're gonna learn your job better for the future. But I feel like it could be still a good, you know, a good alternative to leveling by only spamming dungeons, doing POTD or shit like that. I feel like PvP could be a very, very, very good way of gaining XP if they changed it and just buffed it a bit. That's basically it. Buff PvP XP, like that guy mentioned, add some more tombstones. You already get like a mount and like 2 other things in the other tab. Hold on, let me pull it up. Plus voice break, by the way, in this thing. Yeah, don't ask me, I don't do this much. You get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things, and then with this you can get special grams with the 1k of the other thing. But I feel like this guy is right. Like, you could also, I don't know, maybe even like other things like gold saucer points. You know, get like the things that you can hand in for like 50k gold saucer points, stuff like that. That would make it actually pretty good if they added that. But yeah, that's enough of the second point. Let's jump right to the third point, which is again not gonna be in this location. Alright, for the next point, we don't need to be here, but I still chose this place because it's gonna be important for the point afterwards. So for this point, the third one, it's just gonna be a small one. It's just gonna be talking about old characters. Basically, I'll just pull up the Reddit post again. Give me 1 second. Alright, so this girl called Ffxiv, I guess, she put allow alts to skip story for free up to the point the furthest character in that account is, as well as link multiple characters so that progressing MSQ on one of them will progress it in all of them. At that point, I feel like you can just agree with the way it was, because basically it won't hurt anyone, right? It's like not any kind of cheating or anything like that if you level multiple characters at the same time, to the point of you know, finishing the MSQ for like 2 characters, you know. If you like did a I guess male aura and you played with him until like you're like level 60, and you're like, well, and let's also say at the same time you're like a bard or some shit, and you're like, I don't agree with either of my choices, like either bard, the job choice of bard, or the race that I chose, so I'm willing to give up the whole character. to level something new, let's say a femme aura or some shit like that, because you want to be female now and you want to play, let's say, black mage because it's the best job in the game. So you get your femme aura to like level 16 in 1 second through the system that they put in. But then I would add the restriction that you can, let's say, do it with 2 characters, like I said, femme and male aura in this example, and you can like choose which one you want to give up, and then everything that you have on one character goes to the other character, all of your progress, and the first character just gets deleted, right? But I feel like this point can be discussed on way more. I feel like it's a good point to think about this. Trying to find a fix for this could be a bit hard, but once you find a fix for this, I feel like it's gonna make the game way more enjoyable in the beginning for new players who might make a dumb decision and want to fix that. Might keep more people playing this game. So yeah, it's a pretty good idea, but you know, you just gotta fix the details, you know. But yeah, let's jump right to the last point of this video. It's gonna be 4, yeah, because I mentioned 4 or 5 in the beginning, you know, you remember. It's gonna be 4 only. Well, let's jump right to the last one. Alright, for the last point, we're gonna look at Shrek is my lord 6328 post, the second point of it. He mentioned random chest spawns on the overworlds that give up some gathering items, might spice up the overworld or make overworld dungeons that don't require any instances. I enjoy the maps the way they are, but they could add more. I changed that a bit because I agree with the idea of changing the, just, you know, the world and the interactions, since there are fates and hunts and maps, but it all feels like an instance and not like a spontaneous activity to do, you know. Like hunts are already something I'm striving for, right? I just wish there would be more, like way more loot, like different kinds of loot that you can get from hunts instead of just nuts and XP. That's basically it. Because you know, you can just fly up to a hunt mark thing as some shit like that, you know. You kill it and then you just get the nuts without synchronizing anything. You don't have to sync your level, you don't have to do shit, you just go up, kill it, find it, kill it, that's it. So I changed this point a bit to a point where I rather like the idea of, I like the idea of rare chest spawns throughout the map, like a few locations that change maybe every few days, or like not even every few hours. They change the locations, the spawns, and they very rarely spawn, and they might contain some rare items, you know. I would even add like shiny glitter and stuff around them to make them more attractive to people. Fuck, what am I talking about? Yeah, attractive to people. Once you find those chests and you like open them, there is a chance for you to contain, to get, I mean, some like old treasure hunt items that you can only get from old treasure hunts that nobody likes doing, or even like, I don't know, some old mounts, like even, you know, the material containers that you can get for like the squadron shit, the Grand Company shit. Those things you can also get from these chests, but rather the rare ones, like rarer ones, because these chests themselves are very rare. I would also add like for each, if it's possible, obviously I'm just talking about the ideas and it's not my job to put them in place, but just to talk about them. You know, for each random place, like city, place, whatever, this is like Lakeland, so maybe in every spot, you know, maybe here or some shit, add like a small PvP section area where like people randomly could just run up, find maybe 1 or 2 random people, do request jewels, and then just do them, right? And that's for like at least as much as possible of these places for every location, because always going to wolves is kind of annoying, right? You want to do jewels in as many places as possible because it's just like a spontaneous thing, but to tell someone, oh, join my party, I want to go to wolves, and then they're like, oh, fuck off, I don't want to go to wolves, then I have to come back and then I have to do this and that. Just, you know, just request a duel, it changes your abilities while the countdown happens, so that you have like at least, let's say 30 seconds to look at your abilities again, and then you just start, and then you do your duel, right? And like obviously areas specifically made for that. But yeah, that's what I think of each point. What do you think? Come on, let me know in the comments. Like and dislike the video if you like the content, if you like the points that people came up with. I like them. They were pretty creative. A few of them I couldn't mention because obviously the video would be way too long. I will maybe do a part 2, we'll see. I will also maybe talk about a different topic in the next video when I do the Ask Reddit. I don't know, I'll have to find a nice intro for this. I cannot sing. So yeah, if you like the video, like it. If you don't, dislike it. Put in the comments why, either way. Put also in the comments which ones you agree with, which ones you don't agree with, like just 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, no, and stuff like that. Subscribe if you like my content in general. Like I said, I'll be more active again. I'll do some shorts again, some longer videos. Yes, that's it. Alright, so thanks so much for watching. It has been a long time since I made a video like this. I'll see you again on the next video. I hope I do so. I'll do some streaming maybe soon as well, but we'll see about that. We'll see. Thanks again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.